If it's, I don't know. I'll try and keep an eye on it. If it's cutting out, I can get a hot spot going. Testing, testing, testing. Oh, I think we're good. I think sounds good.
How these guys are ranked, or are they? We played them once, right?
Yeah, I can't remember if this is the better Moco team. I think they're, like top three.
Oh, good.
What have we done against these guys? We lost them in the first game and then beat them the second time? Did we beat them up in Aspen? Is this who we beat in Aspen?
Oh, Jesus, right, huh?
They beat us early. We beat them in Aspen.
Oh, actually, you know what? You're right. The semifinal game was like the final.
Right.
Yeah, we pulled it off 3-2. That's right, huh? Yeah, good
Blue. Yeah, that was our. I think that was our first game of the season.
Yeah, and then Aspen.
And then Aspen, I think.
Dude, I thought we did so good.
Yesterday or Wednesday?
Yeah, dude.
I know.
Grant's was fired up. 4-4. Yeah, 4-4. Like, we didn't suck or something, dude.
Yeah, 4-3 beginning the third, right? And then it looked like they kind of dominated that third period. We were maybe tired.
We were ahead of them in shots and everything, and then all of a sudden it's like a couple of errors, mistakes, we capitalized on it, right?
Yep.
And then lights out.
And then that's it.
But yeah, the first two periods, man, just having shorter lines, we did good, but then more caught up.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a difficult strategy, though, man.
Yep. Well, do we have? Is Kellen back?
What's that?
Is Kellen back today?
Oh, I don't know.
not seeing him out there because we are missing Kellen and Zach.
How's Zach doing?
Zach is on the ice.
Oh, Kellen? Oh, is he in town?
I think he was out of town.
Oh,
He might be getting back today. All right, Hawks fans, welcome to the Sports Stable in Superior, Colorado. Game 2 of the Silver Sticks tournament. Going up against NOCO today. NOCO wearing the dark blue and the Hawks in white with black trim. 14-minute periods, and we're underway. Cole goes back to retrieve this puck, but it's slapped quickly back down into our defensive zone where Larry has to retrieve it behind the net. Cole will now get it, slide it up the boards, and find Zach. Zach was sick for game 1 on Wednesday. Good move there in center ice by Colin. Couldn't quite get that to Trace, who was streaking through the center. Hawks coming off a 7-4 loss on Wednesday. Need a win here today. Larry receives a shoulder, slashes at the NOCO attacker on the side of the net, poked away. NOCO still controls, tries a centering pass. That's deflected. I think that's Trace down there. Zach comes away with it, tries to center, but taken away. Kept in the zone by NOCO. They circle around. From the circle, Sachin has his first save of the day. This is NOCO blue. We were talking before the game. I think this is our third matchup against these guys, and we're 1-1. Christian with the puck, flicks it with a backhand out to neutral. Bryden will come in and get it. Receives a check near the blue line. And then Christian comes in and delivers a hard hit. But here comes NOCO back the other way. Tries to get around Nolan. Does, but loses the puck. Retrieves it behind the net. Tries a wraparound on the far side. Sachin's there to smother it. 12:37 left in the first period. 0-0. Face-off controlled by NOCO, out to the point, fires it towards the net, deflected. Sachin had to make a pad save there. Off his blocker, controlled in the zone. Looking for a pass, decides to send it towards the net. That deflects off of Christian into the far boards. Now Carson tries to sweep that out of zone, kept in again at the point. Whiffs on that attempt, but still heads towards the net. That's Ilya, I believe, swinging that around to this near side. Nolan will catch up to it. Tries to poke it up the boards, and it's taken away. Good puck possession here for NOCO early as the Hawks try and find their legs. Pushed up towards neutral. Good one touch to Bryden. He flips it to this near side. Christian, just out of reach, has to go retrieve it into the corner as the Hawks make a line change. There's Tyler fresh on the ice. Almost took it out of the zone, but then taken away by Noko. There's Trace with it. Makes a move at center. Centering pass. Too many blue shirts in the way. Taken away. There's a Noko attacking on the near side. Centering pass goes through the slot, untouched. Tyler tries to retrieve it. Can't do it. Noko keeps it in. Centering pass intercepted by Trace. He now pushes that up to Tyler just out of his reach. Sent back on net. Kick save by Sachin. Good shoulder there by Larry. Tyler loses his stick. It comes to center, and the Hawks will control. Down to 11 minutes, first periods. Hawks yet to register a shot on goal. That one won't count as a shot. Kai applying a little pressure on the forecheck, but Noko controls it. And they'll break out to neutral, but then taken away. Here's Tyler with it. He'll dump that one in and go for a change. Noko retrieves it, sends it all the way through. They'll call icing on that. 10:41 left in the first period, still scoreless. There's Bryden on the face-off. Controlled by Zach, fighting for it. Now taken away by Noko. They'll circle around the net, try and get it out, and they do. But Nolan there to intercept it and flips it into the Noko bench. Bryden on the face-off in the neutral zone. Noko controls it. And here they come on the attack. Slid forward across the blue line. Shot on goal, deflects off of Cole behind the net. Noko still controls it. Nolan applying pressure on the far side. Sent out to the point. Sent back into the corner. Bryden helping out behind the net. Centering pass doesn't get through. Cole was there to deflect it to the far corner. Centering pass into the blue paint. Cole was there. He gets shoved into the net after Sachin is able to throw his glove over it and freeze the puck with 9:50 left in the first period. Trace to take this face off. Controlled by Noko at the point. Pushed back to the top of the circle. Comes to center. Poked that by, I'm not sure who that is. Christian, I think. Kept in. Centering pass deflects off of Nolan. And now here's Carson with it. Centering pass intercepted. Good defense. Good defense and puck possession by Noko so far in this contest. Trace with a good pass. I believe that's Carson on the far side. Tries to get around. Good poke by Noko, but it comes to Christian. He tries to center it, taken away by Noko again. 3-on-3 coming back the other way. They skated into the zone. Good poke there by Carson. Push behind the net. Down to 9 minutes left in the first period. Still scoreless. Centering pass intercepted as that goes into the slot. Tries to get it out to center, but hit a Hawks player, and then Sachin had to make a glove save. Rebound swept around to the near side. Now poked up the boards and out to neutral. Noko controls it again. That one deflects up into the air, takes a weird bounce, and Noko is able to control it. Skates around to the corner. He's got time, sends it out to the point. He fires a wrister, deflected wide of the net. Ilya and Bryden fighting for it. Now centering pass, good one between the legs, and here comes the Hawks back the other way. Tries to step around. He didn't get to the blue line, but that was on, or to the center ice line, but it was on net, deflected into the corner, so no icing. Tyler, fresh off the bench, gets in the way of that clearing attempt. Kai shoves his guy into the boards and then receives a check from behind. But Noko takes it back, and they'll be able to get it out to center. Good pass up the wall, finds attacking players. Sachin has that one under, I think. His pad just barely kept that one out on the near post. 7:51 left, first period, still scoreless. All right, back in action, 7:30 left in the first period. Poked up the far boards. All right, I understand we're having some sound difficulties. All right, here comes Noko attacking back through center. Had saved by Sachin. It was sitting in the crease, but then cleared away. Slap shot from the point. Okay, offensive zone face-off controlled by Noko. They break out with some speed. He's coming down the near side. Centering pass finds a guy on the far side, but he whiffed on his shot attempt. Here comes, they still have possession. Back to the circle. That shot from an odd angle goes up and over the net. Might have been deflected a little bit. Centering pass. I found a guy in the crease, or in the low slot, but couldn't get a shot off. That one goes through the blue paint to the far boards. Hawks try and break out. Good pass to Zach. One-on-one. Tries to step around. Good poke at the blue line by the Noko defender, and they are back on the attack. Shot saved by Sachin. Rebound right in front. Cleared out of the way by Nolan. Noko keeps it deep. A weird bounce off the boards. And the Hawks are now able to clear. Here's Cole down the far end. Flips that one behind the net. Centering pass doesn't quite get through. Didn't get enough steam on it. Cleared around the zone. Kept deep by Nolan. Now it's Carson with it. Christian shoves his guy into the boards. Kick to Carson. He circles around. Centering pass through the crease. Cleared out of the way. Here's Rhett with it at the blue paint. Not out yet. Trace keeps that one deep. Now pushed up. Good keep by Rhett there. He fires that one towards the net. Deflects, just trickles wide of the net. Trace gets to it. First good opportunity for some puck possession here on our offensive zone. That offensive rebound cleared into the slot, but no harm comes from that for the Hawks. Nolan keeps it into blue line. Good job by the Hawks here on this shift. That one swept all the way around. Rhett's got to hustle to it. Can't quite keep it in. Comes out to neutral. He passes all the way across to Nolan. He'll slide that one up the boards to Trace. One touch to Christian. He fires a shot. Goes off the leg of the Noko defender. Good lift of the stick by Christian, but Noko's able to come away with it. They skate into the zone. We're down to 4 minutes left in the first period. That shot deflects wide of the net. Noko with it in the corner, but they couldn't decide who wanted it. And here comes the Hawks. Flips it up the boards and out to neutral. This is Nolan with it. He spins around, still has it. It's a 1-on-5. And there comes Noko back the other way as the Hawks were making a line change. Gets it onto his forehand, and it's sent towards Sachin, who saves it and smothers the rebound with 3:53 left. Hawks control it. This is Cole with it behind the net. Slides it forward. Tyler tries to pass that one, but deflects off a stick, but finds Cole. Backhander finds, this is Bryden. Gets around his defender, but lost his stick. Gets back up. Pokes at it. He gets shoved into the boards again, and they're going to call a penalty on Noko. Let's see what this call is. It'll be our first power play of the game. Slash. Slash against Noko with 3:34 left gives us a 2-minute power play. Faceoff comes right into the crease. Tyler couldn't hand it. It bounced over his stick. That shot deflects a couple times, bounces into the goalie's glove, and he's able to freeze it 4 seconds into the power play. Bryden to take this face off. Wins it to the far boards. Larry slides that one through the crease. No one can get a stick on it, though, and Cole's got to keep that one at the blue line, and does. Tries a centering pass. Bouncing puck cleared out of the way by the Noko defense. Comes back out to Cole. Tries to send that. Pokes at it. Retrieves it into the corner. Hits the brakes. Looking for some help. Slides it behind the net. Bryden will come chase this down. Pushes it back behind the net. Good play by Cole to get a stick on that one, but now they're able to flip it out to neutral. Goes all the way down, and Noko will make a change, but that'll go down for icing. 1:21 left in the Hawks power play. 2:55 left in the first period. Here's Trace on the face-off. Comes out to the blue line and just out of reach of Nolan. It comes out to neutral. This is Ilya going to chase it down. Takes his time, finds Colin. He circles back through center, steps around a couple players, including Trace, gets around the corner, still has it behind the net, gets some pressure. Now Zach comes in to help. Tries to slide it up to Trace. Noko will get there along with Trace. Receives a little hit in the corner. They scrum for it. We're down to 48 seconds left in the power play for the Hawks. Doing a good job just kind of freezing this puck. Now Colin can't get that one, sent all the way around. Ilya keeps it at the blue line. Sends it back around. Colin retrieves that one behind the net, slides it to Trace. He looks for some help, finds Nolan. He sends that one into the chest of the Noko power killer, and he sends it all the way down for another icing. 22 seconds left in the power play for the Hawks. Fresh skaters for everybody. 1:56 left in the first period. Still scoreless. There's Bryden on the face-off. Wins it, pushes it towards the net, but then deflected away. Christian trying to get a shot off. Rhett, that bounced over Rhett's stick at the blue line, and Larry's got to come all the way back down and get it. We're down to 10 seconds left in the power play. Larry will circle around. If we're quick, maybe one quick attack, but that one gets intercepted. We're down to 3 seconds left in the power play, and that will do it. We're back to even strength. Carson's shot gets deflected, but not cleared. In the circle, we had it for a second, but then pushed aside and then sent off the boards and out to neutral. Larry will go back and retrieve this, gets pressured on the forecheck, sends it up the boards. Carson had it, but didn't get it out. Kept in as it bounced off the referee. Bryden tries to push that up the boards. Noko with it behind the net. Good defense there by the Hawks, keeping him away from this near post. That one's pushed up the boards, and we're down to 1 minute left in the period. Carson and Bryden on the forecheck, but he splits the defenders, or splits that forecheck, and here he comes on the attack. That was almost offsides. Gets around defender, centering pass, cleared out of the way by the Hawks and out to neutral. Pushed back to this near side and dumped deep, down to 40 seconds. Tyler intercepts that pass as they tried to bring it back to the blue line. Gets a little speed, but it's a 1-on-4. He'll try to sweep that one in deep and missed it in the slush along the boards there in front of the Noko bench. Hawks are off sides. They're going to let it go, though, as they sprays that one all the way in. We're down to 20 seconds left in the period. Trace apply some pressure. Now Kai helping out, but then pushed out to neutral, out of reach of Cole, goes all the way down. The wave off icing. Larry applies some pressure. We're down to 5 seconds left in the period. Centering pass got through, but Trace was there to intercept it, and that'll do it for the first period. 0-0 on the scoreboard. The scoreboard says that NOCO outshot the Hawks 10-4 in that first period. But definitely they dominated more in puck possession, I would say. All right, getting ready to start the second period. Hopefully the Hawks can find a little more energy this period and tilt the ice in our favor. Work off some of that tryptophan from the turkey yesterday. All right, Hawks going right to left, wearing all white. Center ice pass back, intercepted by NOCO. They'll take it into the corner. Centering pass intercepted by Trace. Tries to slide it to Tyler, but intercepted. Circling around, still has the puck. Shot, kick save by Sachin. Rebound goes wide of the net. That pass intercepted. Tried to clear it out. Finds another NOCO player. His shot gets deflected and intercepted by Cole. He'll bounce that off the puck, and Tyler gets it. Looking for someone to pass it to. He gets shoved down at center ice, but jumps back up. He fights for it, but it comes to NOCO. They'll skate it into the zone. That shot goes wide of the net. NOCO on the far side. Centering pass off the skate of NOCO, but to another blue jersey. Looks like they had too many. Oh, no. Thought they had too many men on the ice for a minute, but they had 4. Centering pass intercepted and then poked away. And here is Kai sending it over to the near boards. Here's Tyler with it. He tries to center, but goes off the skate of a NOCO player. Cole sends that one back out to neutral. Trace fighting for it on the far side, and then Kai gets upended. That pass goes to the center circle, finds another NOCO player, makes a move, spins around, shot, goal. He slid that puck neatly between and around a couple Hawks defenders and then fired a hard wrister that beat Sachin over the shoulder, and it's 1-0 NOCO with 12:38 left in the second period. Bryden takes his face-off, pushed back to our offensive blue line, but NOCO controls it, sends it all the way across, and now cleared out to neutral. Push down deep. Christian gets in the way of his player, allows time for the Hawks to send it around to the far side. Colin flips it out to neutral. NOCO controls it, pushes it back in again, almost offside on this near side, but no call. We play on. Centering pass finds a NOCO player at the circle, but another Hawks stick was in the way, but they still control it. Coming back through center, now taken away by Colin, and here come the Hawks. Slowly developing attack with Colin and Zach coming into the zone. NOCO gets there first. Under 12 minutes left in the first period. That's Ilya at the blue line, lost it, and NOCO is able to push that one deep. They are waving off the icing as Rhett goes back and gets it and sends it all the way around. Zach tries to get to it, but Noko gets there first. Rhett's trying to shove his guy in, but gets a centering pass deflected out to the high slot, and now Bryden is able to glove that one down and sends it across to Colin, who dumps that one into the chest of the goalie. High floating shot. That'll count as a shot on goal, but freezes it with 11:23 left. Trace on the faceoff sends it to the near side boards, but Noko sweeps it all the way around. Gets to the puck, tries to push it out, but lost it underneath himself. Kept in momentarily, but now back out to neutral. Carson pushes it into the zone, but couldn't get enough on that one, and Noko takes it away. Good pass to the center, 2-on-2 back the other way. Cole on defense throws a stick in the way, but then swept behind the net. Pushed up the boards. That's Larry with it. That shot deflects into the boards behind the net. Noko still controlling it. That's been the theme of the day. Christian tries to tip that one out to center. Now controls it and flips it. Does flip it out to center. Carson on the forecheck. Good hustle, but couldn't quite get to it. He's offsides. Christian waits for him. Now sends that one on net. Stick save to the near corner. Trace to Carson. Intercepted by Noko. 10:30 left. Good defense there. That was Larry, I believe, and he paid a price for it, but not before he broke that attack up. Sent back out to neutral, all the way down. Not enough for icing. Noko has to go get it. Good poke there by Kai to break it up, but Noko finds it again, and there they come on the attack. Gets to the center ice line and dumps it in. Larry delivers a check into the corner. Bryden gets it and sweeps it along the boards. Kai will go get it, tries to get it out, kept at the point. Centering or shot from the point, doesn't get through, and now here comes Bryden back the other way. We're making a change. He's all by himself, and he stood himself up at the blue line and then received a hard check from the biggest guy on the ice. Noko skates it into the zone. That shot deflects off a stick and goes up and over the net. Bounces over Tyler's stick. Shot goes wide of the net again. Push down deep. Bryden's back there to apply some pressure and takes the puck away. Pushes it up the boards to Kai, but he couldn't quite control it. Noko gets it again. Off the boards and then dumped in deep. Down to 9:15 left in the second period. 1-0 Noko. And not out. Kept at the blue line. That shot deflects off the stick and flies over the net. But Noko gets to it first again. Centering pass goes through, and here's Tyler with it. Takes his time, sends it up to Kai. He skates that one across the blue line, fires it wide of the net, bounces off the side of the net. Noko controls it again, sends it around the boards. Deflected up and out, and here comes Noko back on the attack. He splits the defenders again, a great move. Got that shot, might have gone off the far post. Sachin might have gotten a stick on it. Just barely kept out of the goal. Noko controls it again, sends it all the way down. This will go for icing, though, with 8:19 left in the second period. Hawks getting out short, according to the scoreboard, 15-5. Trace to take this face off. Noko controls it behind the net. Sent around the boards. All the way through center, untouched, and Ilya will have to go grab this puck, sends it all the way across, finds Nolan, sweeps it up the boards, but just behind, I think that's Zach. Now skated into the zone. Center, good pass, finds Trace. Centering pass again, finds that was Colin. Looked like it might have gone in, but no, it somehow stayed out of the net. That shot, looking for a deflection, doesn't get through. First really good scoring opportunity for the Hawks. Trace had it on this near post, on this near circle, and then sent a centering pass towards Colin, and bouncing puck flying through the air, never crossed the line. That's taken away by Bryden. Good pass, finds Carson. He tries to get a little head of steam here, tries to get around the defender. Got one hand on it, spins around, centering pass, blocked away. Comes back out to the point. Nolan plays it off his skate, sends it towards the net, deflected down, trickling through the slot, but then taken away. No harm done. Here comes Noko, pokes that one deep. Ilya will grab it, tries to push it up the boards, but still controlled by Noko. Now almost taken away by Bryden. Shot goes through under the armpit of Sachin and in the net. And it's 2-0 Noko. 7:04 left in the second period. Trace on the face-off. Controlled back to Cole. Sends that one up the boards. Kai tries to get it out. Can't do it. Kept in at the blue line. Trace slashes at it. Can't get it. Here comes Trace again. Tries to split the defenders. Sends that one into the zone towards the goalie, who will just smother it with 6:47 left in the second period. Comes out to neutral, and it's a 2-on-1 back the other way. Larry back on defense. Gets his stick in the way. Good play by Larry to get in there to deflect that pass. And now he chases down and delivers a hard check behind the boards, but Noko finds it. Deflected shot goes behind the net. Kai with it, sweeps that one, tries to out the neutral, but a good stick there by the Noko defender keeps it in. That pass up the boards, kept in at the blue line again by Noko. They'll push that deep. Larry goes after it. Now pushed back to this near side, just out of reach of Tyler. Now sent back towards the net, deflects off of Larry's leg. Sent back around the boards. Kai chasing after it. Can't get it, but now Trace comes in and does take it away. Or no, that's Cole, I believe. Tyler chases after it, but gets by him and sent all the way down. They're going to say no ice. Larry with it. Pushes it up the boards. Gets by Tyler, though. That one sent towards the net. Knocked down, and now on net. Sachin scrambling for it, freezes it. 5:40 left in the second period, 2-0 Noko. Lots of offensive zone time for Noko this whole game. Bryden on the face-off. Now taken away. Colin flips that one up through center. Noko gets to it first and sends it back out to neutral. Bryden applying some pressure, is able to take that away momentarily, but finds Noko again. Shot, kick save by Sachin. Good quick shot, good quick save. Noko pushes it up the boards, controls it at the center. It's center ice. Brett sends that one around the boards. Zach trying to control it, poke back up the boards, and Noko controls it. Whiffs on that centering attempt, but Noko's still there to get it. Finds another Noko player, and that one kick save. Good shot there by Noko. Sachin had to react quick to that one to keep it a 2-0 game. Now flipped out to neutral, but finds Noko player again. Down to 4:40 left in the second period. 2-0 Noko. Makes a move at the blue line. Nolan tried tracking him down. Sent back out towards the blue line. Colin intercepts it. 3-on-2 the other way if we can hurry. Here's Zach skating into the zone. Might have been offsides. They let it go. That pass deflects off the Noko defender's skate. Goes behind the net. Noko is going to get there first again. Trace fighting for it along the boards. Taken away by Noko and pushed out to neutral. Flipped off the boards, and he'll chase after it. Guy wide open in the center, but good play by the Hawks to keep it out of his possession. Noko still controls it. That shot, glove save, knocked down, and now taken away by Trace. He flips that one out to neutral. Rolling puck, fluttering down towards the goal. 3:45 left in the second period. 2-0. That pass comes all the way down, and Noko is going to hustle to it first and get to it behind the net. Rhett applies some pressure. Centering pass finds a Noko player. Good pass there. Shot didn't get through. Went off a skate. Hawks look disorganized right now. Centering pass into the crease. Deflects off a couple skates. They still fight for it. And there's another goal for Noko. Hawks just look disorganized right now and not clearing the puck out. Found a Noko player streaking right down the middle and able to bury it over the glove of Sachin. It's 3-0. Trace on the faceoff. Here's Larry with it. Flips it to Trace. He finds Carson. Too many blue shirts in the way. No, not enough white shirts. Here comes Noko back the other way. Gets around a couple defenders. Coming on towards the net. Tries a wraparound. Sachin's able to get his leg in the way. Try it around this side. Taken away. Didn't get the shot off. There's Trace with it behind the net. Sweeps it around the boards. Christian gets to it, but it's kept in at the point. Shot, glove save, rebound, score. Sachin made that glove save, and then the bouncing puck was on this near post, and Noko player got to it first. Noko's getting to all the pucks before the Hawks are. 4-0. Hawks are going to take their timeout. All right, Bryden to take this face off. We need some positivity here to get the ice tilted. But Noko on the attack again. Gets a shot off, goes off the side of the net. Now finds Zach as he streaks up through center. He pushes that one into the zone. Tyler on the forecheck. Helped out by Zach. Tyler trying to fight for it behind the net. Now Zach's trying to get a stick in there and pull it around, but can't do it. I think this is Tyler now chasing it down into the corner. But taken away. Biggest guy on the ice takes that away, sends it to the far side, and here comes Noko. They break out again. Bryden gets there. Now helped out by Tyler and Ilya. That centering pass goes all the way through to the far boards. And now sent all the way back down in the Noko's offsides. 4-0 Noko, 1:46 left in the second period. Here's Trace on the face-off. Noko controls it, pokes it out to neutral. Cole will have to hustle back to get this. Pushes it back up the boards. Noko there. Trace tries to take it away and does. 2-on-3 back the other way. Now 2-on-4. Trace makes a move in the circle, tries to push it to Colin, but couldn't quite get it through. It deflected over his stick. Noko controls it, and they bring it out again. On the attack, trying to get around Larry. He shoves his guy into the boards, but he keeps possession. Sends it all the way around. Kai will get there. Pushes that one towards center. Intercepted. Colin on the forecheck, though, pokes it aside, and he'll chase after it. Good hustle by Colin on this shift. But now Noko is able to get it and take it up the boards. Not out as Kai comes and gets it. That pass deflected by Colin. He was trying to get a stick on it to deflect that one and just went wide of the net. We're under a minute left in the second period. Not a good one for the Hawks. It'd be nice if we could grab one here before the end of the period. But here comes Noko back the other way, a 2-on-2. Larry and Cole back, tries to step around, but Larry skates in the way. Centering pass comes all the way through. Kai controls it and gets it out to neutral, poked off of his stick. And then he slaps at it, back to the red line. We're down to 30 seconds left in the period. Noko still controlling it into the corner. Centering pass goes right through the blue paint, untouched, to this near side. Person tried to lift the stick of the Noko attacker, but they control it still. Bouncing puck in the crease. Tried to send that one between his legs, but it goes wide of the net. Looking for another centering pass, finds a Noko defender, but Larry's stick was in the way, and here comes the Hawks the other way. They'll send it all the way down on net, right in front of the net, and then pushed aside, back out to the blue line and neutral, and that'll do it. Second period over, 4-0 Noko. Scoreboard says 22-12, the Hawks being outshot. All right, Bryden that was Bryden on the face-off. Noko able to push it deep again. Swept behind the net, looking for a centering pass. Good poke there by the Hawks defense, but not out. Centering pass comes through. I think that's Rhett with it. He slides that up and out to neutral. Here is Christian pushing it deep. Bryden chasing after it. Carson gets to it in the corner. Tries to step around, gets smushed against the boards. That's Christian digging it out. Looking for a wraparound. Good leg save there by the goalie who had his foot firmly implanted into the near post. Here's Bryden with it. Wins it over to Christian. Back to Rhett. Flips it back to Christian. He flips that one off the boards. Bryden will get that one behind the net. Centering pass trickles off the leg through the crease, but no one there to get it. And here comes Noko back the other way. Centering pass, Christian gets in the way of that, but kept in. Now push deep again. Noko gets to it, but not before Ilya is able to poke that one aside. I think that was Rhett receiving that check down in the corner. but Hawks are able to control it. No. Kept in at the blue line. Noko still with the puck. Throws it around the boards. Ilya will go try and get to this one, helped by Colin. Now Ilya with it along the boards again, fighting for it. Bryden and Ilya over on the far side. Bryden will chase this one down. No, this is Rhett with it. Slides it up the wall and now out to neutral. Noko flips that one off the boards. Christian with it is able to send that one deep, and we'll do a wholesale change here. All 5 skaters for the Hawks making a change. Sent all the way across to a wide open Noko player, but couldn't control it. Hawks are able to get back on the ice, sent towards the net, taken away by Nolan. Slides that one up the boards. Tyler one-times it to Kai, on to Trace. He'll dump it deep. And chase after it, sent around the boards. Tyler shoves his guy and takes it away. Centering pass through the slot, no one home. Noko gets it. Oh, that one just by Kai. And then out towards the blue line, not kept in by Cole. Fights for it along in the slush along the boards. Now slides it into the zone. It goes deep. Tyler will have to chase after this. Noko pinballs it back and forth, and no, kept in just barely at the blue line, but now Tyler with it in the center ice circle, throws it to the near boards, and now pushed hard out to neutral. Nolan with it. He sends that one across to Cole. He'll slide that one deep, and the Hawk attackers will go for a change, 2 of them at least. Noko controls it. We're down to 10:40 left in the 3rd period. Carson pushes that one towards the blue line, but intercepted. And here comes Noko again. Tries to get around Cole. That shot, kick save, got behind Sachin now. He's able to throw a glove over it. 10:27 left on the clock. And the clock is rolling right now. I'm not sure if it's supposed to. 4-goal lead. Anyway, back underway. Nolan with it briefly, but Noko controls it. Out the blue line, sent towards the net. Kick saved by Sachin out to the far side. Slap shot one-timer, deflected just wide of the net. Went off the side of the net, just barely missed the near post. We're under 10 minutes left. 4-0 Noko. Here comes Noko again, 2-on-2. Tries to slide that one towards the center, but deflects off the stick of Larry. And now Bryden's able to come in and take the puck away. He skates it up through neutral. He's just going to keep it and take it all the way in. Gets around a few defenders, centering pass through the slot. No one home. Noko comes back on the attack. A 3-on-2 turning into a 4-on-2. Now the Hawks are back, but still with the puck. He slides that one through the blue paint untouched. Noko controls it again. Hawks with it now. Pushed out towards center, out of reach of Zach. Now Trace has to sidestep a couple people, but then receives a hit in the center ice circle. Colin tries to flip that one into the zone. Noko controls it still. 9 minutes left in this contest. 4-0 Noko. That is offsides, and that should be sent down. I mean, I guess a 4-goal lead is a running clock. I don't know. They haven't stopped at the last 2 stoppages. That one sent on net is smothered. It's still a rolling clock. 8:26 left in the game. Offensive zone faceoff controlled by Rhett briefly, but then poked off a stick. And now Ilya's got to go back and get it. That one thrown off the boards out to neutral, intercepted by Noko, and they're happy to just dump this one back in on net. Sachin's forced to cover it as a Noko player comes skating in. So I guess it is a rolling clock, 3rd period, 4-goal lead. Or they're running late. Trace on the faceoff. Pushed out towards the blue line. Swept on goal. Deflected down. Good save by Sachin there on the deflected shot. Bryden on the face-off wins that one back. That was Ilya sending it around the near side. Now Cole chasing after it. No, that's Rhett chasing after it. Pushed up the boards. Here's Kai with it. Centering pass all the way through. Tyler hustling after it. He gets there at the same time as the NoCo defender. But now they take it away just out of reach of Tyler. And now around Nolan. And here's a little mini breakaway. Rhett chasing after, throws a stick at him. Backhander saved by Sachin. A couple saves. A rebound also smothered by Sachin. We're under 7 minutes left on a rolling clock. 4-0 NoCo. There's Bryden coming out of the scrum with it. Skates it up through neutral, pokes that one into the offensive zone, but NoCo takes it away, and they flip it out to neutral. 3-on-3 back the other way. Shot fired off the near post. Cole sweeps it around to the far side. Tyler waits for it. Now he corrals it, tries to send it along the boards, and it deflects back behind the net. Tyler with it again, centering pass, looking for Nolan, but now taken away. Cole with it, and now here's Kai. He skates into the zone. Centering pass just by Bryden's stick. Centering pass again through the slot. Here's Cole with it. He winds up a shot, didn't get through. Too many bodies crossing in front of the net. Good thought, but couldn't quite get it through all the bodies in front. NoCo takes it away again. Centering pass, good stick by Kai, able to just deflect that one wide, or else he would have had a wide open shot. Pushed out towards the blue line, but kept in again momentarily, but now pushed out to neutral. This is Carson with it. Hits the brakes, spins around, centering pass, did get through. Trace with it off of his stick, or off of his skate. Now fighting for it with a couple of NoCo players. Carson with it, centering pass off the stick of the goalie. And here comes NoCo back the other way as we're down to 5:10 left in the third period. Centering pass intercepted there. I think that was Trace with it. Pushed out to neutral, NoCo with it again. Sent up and deflected. Good deflection there to make it, to ward off the icing. Under 5 minutes left. There's Zach with it, but can't get it out. Pushes it deep. Larry will have to go chase this one down. Shoulder to shoulder. NoCo with it again. Centering pass, doesn't get through, deflected to this near side. Red applies some pressure. Now centering pass finds another NoCo player. Gets a wrist shot off right into the chest of Sachin. We're down to 4:25 on a rolling clock left in the third period. Still 4-0. Scoreboard says that we are being outshot 30-14. Face-off kept in the zone. And they'll push it deep. Larry chasing after it, pushes it up the boards. NoCo gets there first. Colin with it. Centering pass finds Bryden. He gets a little head of steam. A 2-on-3 back the other way. He gets shoved out of the way by the biggest guy on the ice for NoCo. And they're able to sweep it around. Rhett keeps it at the blue line. Tries to push it deep. Gets intercepted along the boards. Christian fighting for it. And then it's sent over Rhett all the way down. And that'll go for icing. 3:35 left in this game. Clock still rolling. Bryden on the face-off, wins it clean, back to Rhett, but bounces off his stick to a NoCo player, and here they come back the other way. Good poke there by Larry, but finds a NoCo player. He throws his stick at him a couple times, ties up his stick enough that he couldn't get off a good shot. Good play by Larry, hustling back. Here come the Hawks back the other way. Christian receives it, sends it back. That's Colin with it, centering pass, bouncing around in the slot. Hawks couldn't control it, and now NoCo sends it out of harm's way. And it gets by Red at the blue line, comes back out to neutral. Here's Ilya with it. Throws it to the far side. Colin sweeps that one into the zone. Now sent behind the net. Bryden on the forecheck all by himself. No, that's Christian on the forecheck all by himself. But here comes NoCo back the other way. We're down to 2:33 left in the game. That pass got deflected on net, and Sachin had to poke that one aside. Noko still with it, but poked away by Christian. Centering pass finds Trace. He gets ahead of steam, trying to get around. Hits the brakes, hands it off to Kai. Gets poked off of his stick, but he retrieved it momentarily in the corner, but now he goes down and Noko takes it away. Oh, good poke there to keep it in the zone. I think that was Ilya, but now it comes out to neutral. He skates it in, gets it onto his forehand, fires a shot. Too many sticks in the way to get that one through, and it comes back out to neutral. Thrown off the boards around Nolan. He's got to chase it down. We're under 2 minutes left in the game. It went far enough for icing, though. 1:45 on a rolling clock. We're down 4. Not looking good for the Hawks in game 2 of this Silver Sticks tournament. Bouncing puck comes all the way out to the blue line. Noko gets there first. Here they go. Gets it to the forehand. Good wrist shot. Good save by Sachin. As we trickle down towards 1 minute left in this contest. Trace wins the face-off. Back to Ilya. Sends it around the boards. Kai gets to it along the boards. Fighting with a Noko player. Noko gets it at the top of the circle. That shot deflects off of Trace's stick up and over the goal. Kept in by Noko. Swept towards the blue line, but not out. That shot deflects wide of the net. Nolan applying some pressure. Centering pass. Good deflection by Noko, but Sachin was there, now thrown into the crease, and he's got to smother it. We're down to 33 seconds left in the game. (33-14), the scoreboard says the Hawks got outshot today. Not much of a contest, unfortunately. Noko mostly controlled every aspect of this game. We're going to say that he kept that in at the blue line. Tries to get it out to neutral, but intercepted. And here comes Bryden back the other way. He makes a few moves and receives a heavy hit right at center ice. And that is probably the perfect way to end this game. He made some nice moves and then receives a big hit at center ice right at the buzzer. 4-0, Noko prevails, and the Hawks are 0-2 in the Silver Six tournament, and that probably does it for our chances. We'll see you later this evening. We are, what time? 7:30 tonight from right back here.